Hey, Deanna Courtney here from Up Your Vibe, and I want to share a little story with you today about something I posted yesterday. And I'm the videographer here, so I have to do a little trickery to show you what I want to show you. So I posted this. It says cancer, a very scary word for a natural process of healing. So that picture, and I'll post it after anything I post here, is a picture of my back at about two winters ago. And so here's the story. When you look at your body and all of a sudden something shows up, and if you don't know your new medicine, you question, like, where did that come from? How did that happen? And you start like just putting things out there. Did I touch something? Did I eat something? I'm allergic to something. And so all these things go on. So the story of this spot on my back goes back even 5 years ago when I had a position of, I was in charge of setting people up to work for elders. So I was kind of in charge of a team, so hiring, firing, and making sure everything goes well. So there was one particular situation where one of the workers, I felt, went behind my back to family members to discuss something that really should have been discussed with me first. And so I felt she went behind my back, kind of like the stabbed in the back type thing. So I was just learning German New Medicine at the time, and I noticed one night, like, my back's itchy, and I could almost reach it, like just barely reach it. And so that's the spot that I showed you earlier on my back. So it itched for 4 years. And so right before I took this picture, so what that is, it's an unexpected shock that hits the part of my brain that runs that particular part of the skin. And so there it makes extra cells in the skin. So it's considered an attack conflict, but specifically stabbed in the back. So if you've ever had a funny itch near your shoulder blades, so first of all, it was on my left side. So I'm a right-handed gal here. But what's interesting that I've learned is when I have the kids, I call them, the girls that I hire to work with the elderly, I get symptoms on my left side, and that's my mother-child side. And in my head, it makes perfect sense because that's how I the kids are misbehaving at work. So anyway, when I felt the itch one night, it felt a little bit more intense. And so I was like, this feels like it's gone into healing. Because every so often it would itch over the 4 years, but pretty much it's just like dry and scaly back there. So one night I was like, oh, this feels like we've hit the epicrisis. And so I thought, like, what did I resolve today? Stabbed in the back. And I remembered the situation. I was like, how did that resolve? And I remember I was hiring more people for a different job, and that person's name came up. Why don't you call so-and-so? And I just flat out said, I will never have her work for me again. And so when I put that together with the healing of this, I was actually really surprised because I thought I resolved this, and I was really surprised at how easy it was just to say, I'll never hire her again, and feel it. So the course of the healing of this, it was itchy. I actually used a 0-point energy tool and taped it on it and put a Band-Aid on. And I will post a series of pictures after this video, as many places as I can, of the process of healing. But at one point it was itchy, it was bleedy, and it started falling off. So first it was kind of painful, and then itchy, bleedy, and then it sloughed off. I have a picture of the pieces that just sloughed off. These are all natural processes that when you understand them, you're just relieved. You're amazed at how incredible your body is, and the fear is gone. Now, had I not known this and I showed it to the wrong person, they'd go, that has uneven edges and it's bleeding and it doesn't look like it's healing. you should go to the doctors and then get diagnosed and then down the rabbit hole. That's not for me, and it's not for me to say what you should do either. So this is, again, the recap, an unexpected shock that I perceived as stabbed in the back, a mother-child incident with one of my workers. It was conflict active and tracking for about 4 years until I finally resolved it, saying I will never have her work with me or for me again. It peaks out, itchy, bleedy, slough off. It healed. And if I did a video of my back, which I think one of the progressions is the final picture of my back, you can hardly tell that I had any incident whatsoever. Sometimes a little mole is left behind. As you can see, I've had a lot of, from the picture, I have had a lot of little tacks. Those could be insects. They could be a spark, like attacking us. So be mindful of your skin. Sun does not, according to German New Medicine, and when you understand it, cause skin cancers. So do a little research, understand your body, start making really educated decisions when you go to the healthcare department. Power is knowledge, and the sooner you learn about German New Medicine and the little programs that show up every day, like the sneeze, a little itch, a little twitchy eye, the more confident you will be when those bigger things show up. So it's all the same. Our bodies are amazing. Be patient, understand. Go to Up Your Vibe. That's just general. That's what I do. upyourvibe.us is my goal, is to help raise your vibration by getting rid of fear of health issues. So you can live a beautiful life and do more fun things than go to the doctors 5 days a week when you're 70 years old. So I better just stop all that, because put me down another rabbit hole and we'll be here all day. So I want to thank you. And number one, be aware of your perception of things. Number two, try to resolve conflict sooner than later. Number three, don't shock others. Like, be predictable in your life. That's enough for today. Okay, Deanna Courtney here from Tupper Lake, New York, and have a great day.